Hello everybody, welcome back to Ben Trading Cards, and here we are in my studio, and let's talk about the pre-orders of Monarch of Legendary Studios Flesh and Blood. Okay, but before that guys, I want to show you this number. Boom! 21! Yes! We are 21 in the family, guys. Thank you very much for those who subscribed. I can't see who had subscribed. I will mention you on the next video, guys, but 21, man, thank you very much. And you can see, guys, I'm here in my, let's say, I think it's just 2 by 3 meters of studio, and people are listening to me, 21 of you, and thank you guys. And my target is 100. Thank you very much for being entertained in my channel, because this is an entertainment channel, guys. I'm just a little Ben here who happens to love flesh and blood. All right, so let's stop talking about that. Let's talk about Monarch. All right, our viewer Larry Jang asked me to talk about this Monarch thing, the pre-orders. Okay, and he had a very good input in my comment. He said that there's a seller who sold $125. I'm not sure if it's US. Probably, I assume it's US. $125 of pre-order of the Monarch. Okay, that is Monarch. By the way, this is the 6th set. Okay, 6th release of products from Legend Stories Studios. So it's the first is Welcome to Wraith, Arcane Rising, Crucible of War. Those are the first editions. Then the 4th one is Unlimited of Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising. So this one are the box of these ones. And the 6th is the Monarch. That's the 6th one, and it's coming on April 30, 2021. Take note, guys, this is 3 months from the recording of this video. All right, so let's talk about pre-orders now. Pre-order is so good that is a good business model of all companies, because you know why? As a game developer or the owner of the game itself, Flesh and Blood, I want to know how many people wants to order the Flesh and Blood, because I can't rely on comments. I can't rely on forums. I want to rely on their pockets, you know? So I want to know if they are giving me money to buy my things which are not yet available on the distributorship or the retailers. Okay, so that I can talk to the manufacturer that, hey, manufacturer, this is what I need to order, and these are already people are waiting for this already. We don't need to stock. We don't need to put them somewhere and waiting for someone to buy. And the manufacturer as well wants pre-orders, because they know that they can order a template for the printing, inks, the die punch fixtures, so they can, you know, they can prepare the machine for a certain order, and maybe they can buy a new machine for a full production. All right, so they can compute, and engineers as well love that, because if I know what should be the output of my machines, I can calculate whatever can go out of my machines. All right, that would be really easy. Now, on the distributor side, it's a very good model, pre-orders, because if I'm a distributor, I have a warehouse. Like it's not that big, but it's full of different products. Okay, so if I have allocated a certain place here, Flesh and Blood, and here is Magic the Gathering, so we're talking about Flesh and Blood, so we have a certain size of the warehouse here, and then I like that pre-orders, because I know that once the order comes from the manufacturer straight to me, I can release that in the following days. Like the next day, second day, third day. And then it goes to our LGS. All right? Now, I don't have to pay for, I don't have to wait for someone to order before I can release it, right? I know that there are already orders there. So I just, boom, once comes from the manufacturer and then it goes straight to the LGS. LGS also wants pre-orders because they have a limited space in their warehouse, right? There's smaller space, smaller than the distributor. So I want those boxes that comes to my warehouse will be released immediately, and I can have like a profit in just few days, right? Not months. So that's what pre-orders means, and that is why it's so good. And even me, little Ben, I'm just a little guy who wants to buy the pre-order of Monarch because I want to be the first to hold it. If I'm a YouTuber, I want to be the first to open it. All right? If I'm a player, I want to be a first to open it because I want to play with somebody else who doesn't have Monarch. I can play with my heroes and my weapons, right? That is a good model. But the question here is pre-order of Monarch, was it approved by LSS or the distributor here, probably in Canada or in US? Because what Larry said, they are already selling pre-orders of Monarch. I'm not in the distributorship, I'm not in the LGS, but what I think is those that who are selling pre-orders of Monarch now is they are assuming their allocations from the distributor. Because the distributor, I have seen comments from the manager of a gaming store here in Canada. He said that they have no allocations yet. Okay? They have no allocations yet. So even if I go to online now, right now, go to online, like go to game stores of Canada, then you can see that there's no pre-orders of Monarch yet. All right? There's no pre-orders from, I have three major, I always check these three major gaming stores here in Canada, which is Gamers Lair, 401 Games, and Face to Face Games. And they haven't had any pre-orders yet. All right? They don't have it because it's not yet, they haven't been allocated with such numbers. Okay? So, Magic the Gathering, this is what they do. They pre-order a month before the release. All right? I can see now Kaldheim, or what you call it. Kaldheim is doing pre-orders now, and the release is February. So it started this January. So they are like doing marketing on their Facebook pages. Then they are pre-ordering now. And that makes sense, right? Because they already had produced those boxes already, and they had allocated it with the distributorship. They're just, you know, doing it, they're just initializing everything that should be put in place, and then once it's in place, then they can release it in February. All right, that makes sense. But for Monarch, it hasn't been released. The pre-orders itself hasn't been released by local gaming stores here in Ontario. I'm not sure about US. I can't tell you about US because I don't know about what happens in the local gaming stores in US. Maybe they are assuming their allocations, or maybe they are allowed already. But if I'm at a distributor, guys, there is a restock of Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising going on, coming on February, guys. Okay, so I have here the restock list of Welcome to Wraith and Arcane Rising Unlimited. All right, and in US, it's coming, guys. Welcome to Wraith Unlimited will be February 5. In Europe, it's February 5. In Asia Pacific, it's February 12. And Arcane Rising, guys, is February 19 in US. In Europe, is January 29. And then Asia Pacific is February 12. So the relevance of that list is that there is a product from LSS, All Legend Stories, that is coming, a restock of these ones here. And if you can go to some of the gaming stores, you can search on it, they do some pre-orders of the restock. All right, if I'm a distributor, guys, would I rather sell pre-orders of Monarch or this ones here? If I have a warehouse full of these products, should I sell a pre-order of Monarch? Do you think so? I'm doing a pre-order of Welcome to Wraith first. And does it make sense that I will do another pre-order of a different product? It's like killing myself. Like me, I'm just a little Ben, guys. So if I have money to buy a Welcome to Wraith or Arcane Rising, I will use that for that product. But if somebody gives me a pre-order of Monarch, I won't buy this, guys. I won't. I will buy the Monarch because it's a first edition, right? So I'm a little Ben. So I want to touch the Monarch first, right? So what happens if I buy the Monarch? I don't have any budget anymore. So what happens? This will end up in their warehouses of the distributors, and it will stay there for quite a while, right? A few days, few weeks, and few months. And that means costing of heating, ventilations, air conditioning, and inventory, and overhead cost. See? So that's why they have not yet doing what I think, my opinion, what I think is that they haven't had pre-orders of Monarch because of the restock of this. And that is coming on February 1st week. We can say that first week, right? Because it's February 5. And I think that the pre-orders of Monarch will be coming on March 1st week, or probably the last week of February, when they had already sold all or partial of them, right? Because I don't want to have like so many stocks of Flesh and Blood with the previous edition and the latest edition, right? I want to remove all the previous editions, and I want to, before I get the pre-orders of the new editions, right? That makes sense to me, but I'm not sure if it makes sense to you guys. So it's up to you on how you handle the pre-order. If you have money to stay in the local gaming stores of your local gaming stores, or an individual for 3 months before you get the product, well, if you agree with that, I don't bother. It's okay because it's your money, you know. But for me, I have the money. I will wait for the LGS to do the proper pre-orders of Monarch, which might be the proper release, because I'm not sure if those who are doing the pre-orders, I'm not sure if they are in the eyes of Legend Story Studios or the distributors, Maybe they have the go signal. I'm not sure. But it's easy, guys, because doing a pre-order right now is a good SEO for local gaming stores. Because once you do a pre-order, you are putting a page on your website. Once you have a page on your website, then somebody is searching Monarch pre-orders. Boom. And the first search engine or the first search result on the search engine or Google, Bing, or whatever, it will post or it will put your LGS on the first rank, right? But when you click on it, guys, it says sold out, right? It makes sense because it's SEO. Now, when the Monarch is officially released by LSS or the distributor, then once people are typing pre-order of Monarch, then the first thing that appears on the search engine will be yours, the local gaming store that did pre-order sold out on January as of this recording. And on March, they will be the first to appear on the page of Google. Okay, so I leave this to you guys on your decision. If you ever want to pre-order now or wait for probably the end of February or March first week on the pre-orders, official pre-orders of Monarch. All right, see ya.